Greetings again, my dear friend. You know, the closer our talks get to their inevitable end, the more I find myself enjoying them. There's a certain wisdom in that. Anyway, I want to talk about one of your philosophers, a great man from your culture, Socrates. He came up with the Socratic method, the dialectic, the exchange of ideas. You talk, you converse, and wisdom emerges that we didn't even know that we had. And that has happened between us. It connects us. Okay, it's more been a series of monologues with me explaining my culture and history, and you revealing the secrets of your kind. But this mutual monologue has got me thinking, expanding my horizons, and I've come to a very profound realization. It concerns the Yama kings, the lords of hell. They are at loose in the Kuei-Jin world, corrupting, always seeking to corrupt the Kuei-Jin, probably to start their reign, and one of them will become Demon Emperor in the sixth world. And that is what we are told to accept. We know their names, we know where they rule, we know their hells, Mikaboshi, MO, all the names, all the fears in there. And then some Kuei-Jin fall to become Akuma, servants of the Yama kings, and it's all very unrealistic when you think about it, and that's, consider from there, they want to rule on Earth, and yet they have legions of demons at their command. Well, they want to rule over the other Yama kings. They mainly seem to be fighting themselves. So, if you want to take over the Earth, pour all your legions into it. And if you can't do that, why fight over the Earth if all your legions are in hell? You have these armies fighting each other or facing each other, these demonic troops, and you prioritize another world where you can't get your forces? So that makes no sense, and so many things about the Yama Kings make no sense. When you seek power from them, it's always a Faustian deal, a deal with the devil. Faust was, he's another great man from your culture, but there's always a sting in the tail. You never get a really good deal. You get power, but you get servitude forever, and it's always a negative. But let's think about this logically. If you are a Yama King, imagine yourself as that. Okay, you have this dimension of hell. You torture people because you want to get chi. We'll get back to that in a second. Torture. But anyway, then you have demons, but you want to rule the world. For some reason, the Earth. Why would you put tricks in your dealings with those you want to turn to your side? How is the Yama King? I would just offer power, free power here, lots and lots of power. Do my bidding, I ask you that. But here, power, no tricks, no conditions. You betray me, I'll kill you. But apart from that, just take all power. So the Yama Kings are behaving as if they don't want to win. And if you think about it, taking the Earth, even for them, would not be so easy. They have the other Yama Kings to contend with. But they have the Kuei-Jin on Earth. They have, well, your kind will probably contribute something. But there are many other forces. There are the 5 metal dragons. There are the mages. There are the shapeshifters. There are so many forces fighting on this world. It's very difficult to take it and hardly worth it. And nothing that the Yama Kings has done has shown any competence. at accomplishing this. I could be a much better Yama King than any of them. Unless, well, let's get back to that torture. Yes, they need defiled chi, so they torture people, but you can torture people with minimal infrastructure, torture souls. It's all very dramatic, isn't it? It's like a story. I think it is a story. The Yama Kings do not exist. They are a myth of the Kuei-Jin. We make it up, we use it politically, but it is a myth. And where does this myth come from? Well, it comes from within us. Fortunate as this is to admit, because there is a demonic entity that doesn't reason rationally, that does try and manipulate the Kuei-Jin, that always offers Faustian bargains, that offers power but takes. And that is the Po, the demon within us. That is the true Yama King. It all makes sense. We can see it now. When we die, we go to hell, but it's a hell of our own making. The Po, our very own demon, keeps us in this hell. The tortures we inflict is a torture that we have inflicted on ourselves, that the lower part of our double soul has inflicted upon us. Akuma, what are they? They are just Kuei-Jin that have given in to the demon. They've talked with the demon. The demon is a deceiver. It has taken on the role of Emma. Oh, hey, yes, I am this big, scary Yama King. I can give you lots of power, or actually only a little bit of power for some reason. If you listen to me, that's the Po's bargain. It's always the Po's bargain. The rest is just our imagination and our collective panic. And that brings me to the Demon Emperor, because the 6th age is coming, and a demon will sit on the throne. But why did we think it was a Yama King? We carry a demon within us. One of the Kuei-Jins, is to become the Demon Emperor. One of the Poes will rise and will rule. Yes. I've seen the truth, and now I cannot unsee it. Of course, I should not share this with anyone that it would be dangerous to be known by. There's a difference between knowing the truth and having everyone know the truth. But I'll keep it safe. We'll keep it safe. Just between us for now. Yama Kings in the imagination can be even more powerful than the Yama Kings in reality, because they have the advantage of actually existing for a start. Anyway, this conversation is now closed, and I thank you for your contribution to it. Until next time.